about, we have something in common. I'm not sure which one it is, over.
Yeah, one of my hobbies is metal detecting, although I haven't done it for a while. I used to sell handheld detectors, and also I was in industrial metal detectors. Are you active in that hobby nowadays?
It's been a couple of years. I still have a couple of detectors. I'd sure like to get back in it again. There was a time where about every weekend I got down about once a week, once a month, and I haven't been real active with it, but still have a couple of detectors, a serial white and a magnetic.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah, I go back to, I think my first detector was about 1981 or 82 or so. It was a Garrett, top of the line one back in those days, Grand, I was going to say Grandmaster, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, Grand something. What model of the Technetics do you have there? Is that the newer version as opposed to the ones that were back in the 80s? Okay, sorry to hear that. Yeah, back around 85, I was selling a Technetics. I had my favorite one was the Technetics ST. Let's see, display. So yours must have been. I also had a Mark 1, but that had an analog meter, and the 9000 or 8500, something like that. All right, that's bad. Yeah. By the way, I worked with the design engineer that designed some of those. George Payne. Have you heard his name before? Yeah, he's got his name reference on almost all metal detector patents. Anyway, I got him his job basically too at the industrial metal detector because handheld type was going a little slow. But anyway, yeah, I was just thinking if I don't know if he'd have any idea what's going on with the display. I'm assuming that you're pretty sure the display is gone and not any other components.
Yeah. Roger, KU9USWA3RSL. Excellent. Yeah, most of my really serious detecting was for Civil War relics, both Virginia and Maryland. I think I had about 500 plus bullets in belt buckle was one of my best finds, a Virginia State seal buckle, but I sold it. Anyway, I follow all the new stuff nowadays. One brand I like is called Macro. They're coming out with this macro called a
simplex. It's only like $300, but it's got a fancy LCD display, and all the microprocessors are so much faster nowadays, so the target separation's better than the old days and all that. Anyway, the Technetic ST was a pretty special one in that it was an underwater one. It was a more powerful. I had the schematic for it, and right there with George Payne going through the schematic, a couple little mods he told me about. Anyway, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I plan to get back into it sometime. I think I actually have Civil War trench on my property back on the back edge because there's up on a hill, it overlooks a creek, and there's a crossing there. This road was probably here at the Civil War, and it would have been a shortcut to the main highway that goes between Richmond and Lynchburg. Anyway, it's all about research and all that stuff. Yeah, I also see in the picture one of the cars you have. I don't have one of those, but I was a Corvette enthusiast, so I had classic ones, the 61, the 62, and the 66. Of course, hindsight's 2020, and I don't have them anymore. K9US, great call there, WA3RSL.
My name is most of my good times were in Chicago. Another 1 year, I sold 100 silver coins on 1996. I hunted until the ground was almost frozen. But I feel pretty good, man. So I've tried
QSL there. There was an analogy I was trying to think of as something else. Oh, well, that's another thing. I'll mention that in a minute. So the one that was 50 years old, is that the one you're talking about? Was that the 73? I guess I don't want to do any math right now. QSL, very good. Yeah, I really like the body style of the 2000s. Actually, the first year, all this stuff, 2005 might be the one that I could afford eventually if I do get another Corvette, because that was the first year they changed the body style and all that. I remember the analogy. It wasn't Corvette, but when you said that, I had a flip phone longer than most people, old-fashioned thing. And when they went in to get a new phone, I think at the time it was a Samsung S4. The guy said it was like going from like a Yugo to a Ferrari. absolutely, and as a website, I will suggest, but so let's have another QSO. And I'm also going to ask you a question. I'll keep a note here. I know you got to go about the yard sale group. I haven't heard about. I don't know about those. That sounds interesting. But yeah, I follow all the newest technology on a forum, and you can you don't have to ask any questions, but there's a lot of research you can do. But anyway, we can do that another time. I might send you an email just to remind you who I was. Hi. K9 is great there. Tim 73 K9US WA3RSL. I'm pretty good at research, finding new places and stuff, and you know, that's a lot. That's adventure. It's fun stuff, just like ham radio sometimes.